previous episode of Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack.
Non-hazmat fertilizer here. And this is the first heavy load that I've had, so. But it's because it's where I want to go. That's always how it is. The loads that, if you have a specific place to go, then you have to take what they have. And this is the only load that I could find that was going to Florida because I want to go home for a few days. So, because I have those totes filled with liquid, I'm getting a lot of swaying, especially when I'm going slow. Not as much now when we're driving at speed, but when we're going slow, man, I'm swishing back and forth. Kind of like the tanker drivers always tell me they have that same situation. You almost like get seasick, the rocking back and forth. I've hauled these totes of liquid before and I've never had that, so I don't know if there's some that just aren't filled or what. Notice the difference in the foliage here from when we left Minnesota the other day. Everything's a lot greener. I'm still noticing a big difference in the slushing. I was talking to my friend Mike up in Maine. He was hauling tanks full of water, and I would always ask him, well, do you notice when you're hauling water, if you stop, the water wants to keep going and makes your truck want to move forward. Or going around a corner, you got to really be careful so you don't tip over because water or liquid is so, it's always moving. Well, he said since he fills his tanks to the top, he doesn't have that slushing feeling. Well, my totes of fertilizer must not be filled all the way to the top because I definitely feel that slushing feeling, the back and forth, the oozing feeling. Well, we made it to our goal today of Valdosta, Georgia, so I'm happy about that. I'm always happy when I make my goals. And tomorrow we just have 5 hours to go in on not too far from Tampa to the farm where we're going to deliver our chemicals. So we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Still in Valdosta. Just looked around the trailer, filling up the coffee cup. Rolling into Florida. That guy is making Flying J beautiful. Steam cleaning the fuel island. Man, I wish I could play that James Brown song, I Feel Good. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I feel good. Even though it's 4 in the morning, my legs itch though. Let's get rolling. Got 250 miles on into our delivery. Alright, well, we finally arrived at this place. All the way from Minnesota. And finally the sloshing ends. meaning all this liquid in my truck going back and forth is over. Kind of interesting way out here in the boonies. We're in a little city called Mayaca City. Little old farm out here. Let's see what hoops we have to jump through to get this unloaded. All right, well, I found the right place. Now we have to go down there and get unloaded down there. I love it when a plan comes together, when there are no issues and no problems. This liquid is what was causing me to sway. So I wonder if it was filled all the way to the top, if it wouldn't have swayed so much. I don't know. All right, well, we got a signature. We're unloaded. Now we gotta go over to TA. I'm gonna get my oil changed. Well, there's been a change of plans. Their mechanics didn't show up here at the TA in Tampa. So they don't have anybody that can do a simple oil change. So now I gotta go to Love's. That's a way to ruin a driver's day. Sorry to sound negative, but that's just what happened. I hate people in service jobs that don't show up for work. It just infuriates me. I never called off work when I was a young person. Never. So, and I have to get my oil changed. No ands, ifs, or buts. So I'm gonna see if Love's will, see if their help showed up. All right, well, I just called Love's and they're gonna do my oil change. They have someone there. They promised they'd get me right in. So let's see if Love's can come through. All right, I called from TA over here, and Bubba told me, the guy that I talked to on the phone, they'll do the oil change right away, right? But now this guy here is telling me their used oil bin is full. The barrel that they use to put the used oil in is all full. Am I in the twilight zone? I'm about ready to blow a gasket. So while I'm waiting, I'm gonna get tire pass done, and just to make sure my tires are all inflated right. But there's a Cypress truck in front of the tire pass. I feel like a time bomb. Well, surely he'll move soon. Why don't you guys wait here patiently with me until this Cypress truck moves so we can get up there to Tire Pass. There he is. Buckets of food, Cokes. Can we do 105 all the way around? See, they're hooking up each tire to a computer and an air hose just to make sure all your pressure's the same and what it should be. Looks like they're trying to wrap up this other guy. I don't know where they're going to dump my oil. Maybe they'll just let it run down the driveway. But at least I got my tires all leveled out, and I got some other things done, so. All right, you guys are the experts, right? You know everything. What causes this? Every time I ask someone, they give me a different explanation. So I want to hear even 500 more explanation as to what it is. What causes this on a tire? Well, Love's came through. The guy that told me about the oil thing, he didn't know what he was talking about, I guess, but they solved it. They did my oil change and got a lot of stuff done, so. If you need an oil change, most Loves do oil changes. So I'm waiting for them to get the oil change service at the Loves by my house on 27. That'll be good, but they're not doing them there yet. But good job, Loves. And you know what? Thanks for riding along with me. Took quite a ride here all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nothing real exciting happened, but sometimes that's good. And if you have a second, if you like trips like this, hit the subscribe button. Make a comment or two, share the video, like it. It does help me, and I appreciate that. Trucking really is an adventure. I'm Indiana Jack. Thanks for riding along with me, and we'll see you next time.